That one misses to Drury. The count is 1-0. We apologize. Computer froze there for a second on us. And now we're back and ready to go. The joys of technology.
Gotta love it.
We are, I don't want to say undefeated because we're the opposite of that here. On the ground, struck well and through the wickets. That'll be an error at second. And Drury's aboard with one down. Now batting the catcher, number 28, Isabella Lewis. All to strike, 0-1 to start off the at-bat. Kai, you're at the same point in your season, just a couple weekends left. How much do each of these games matter?
Well, each one matters a lot. And at this point in our season, and even earlier on, we just kind of try to take it one game at a time because it's a long season.
TaylorMade 6-4-3 double play, a twin killing for the Wildcats. Womack has rolled a pair of those today. And we'll take another break. We'll be back with the top of the third after this. Allie Cruz will get things started in the top half of the third inning. The Wolves with 2 hits. Central still with 0.
Still with 0. They need base runners here.
Might only be the second inning, but never encouraging when you go down back-to-back innings without any runners. Just off the outside corner, 1-1. Wildcats currently in second place in the GNAC standings. Trying to hang on to a playoff spot. The top 4 will enter into the GNAC championship as Cruz laces that one foul, 1-2. And another foul ball. One and two, the count on Cruz. Hitting .311. Back up the middle. It's going to have enough to get through, and it just sneaks past Powell at shortstop. Looks like a line drive in the box score, though.
Yep. Wildcats do a really nice job getting their first runner on here, which is crucial for an offensive efficiency.
Now batting in the center field, number 20, Allie Thiessen. And Allie Thiessen will stand in 4-0-3, and it's back to the top of the lineup. So the number 9 hitter really doing her job there. Thiessen squares, pull back, and it's a headhunter. 1-0. Something that Allison and I talk about quite a bit is how much she loves the number 9 hitter.
Oh, yes. Their job is to turn it right over to the leadoff hitter. So important.
I've had a few coaches preach that throughout the years, but none seem to believe it as fully as Allison.
Oh, no. Yeah. She's a believer. I'm a believer. Such an important role.
You set the table for the top third of the order.
Coach Mitchell trying to get this runner over to second in the scoring position.
Trying to do something to move that runner over. That's the first base runner the Wildcats have had. First hit. Gets the bunt down. Over to first. Runner does advance. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. And that'll bring up the Division II leader in triples.
Well, let's do it again. I would love a triple right now.
I don't think I ever hit a triple. Not one.
Oh, my goodness.
You?
I've hit a few.
Okay. I think the last time I saw you play, you went deep.
Maybe. Probably.
Probably? That's a good answer.
Yeah.
1-0 to Carpenter.
Answer that confidently while we're on the live stream here. Oh, my goodness.
I want to say it might have been a grand slam.
Yes. That happened in our preseason.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Or non-conference.
Non-conference.
Okay.
Yep.
I definitely saw that one. 2-0 the count on Carpenter. Cruz on second. It's 3-0 to Central second baseman. She has one of those swings, Carpenter, that's just, it's that pure, lefty, beautiful, fluid swing. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. She won't need the lumber. Now there's a rundown. And Cruz is out.
What happened there?
So Cruz is out 2-5 caught stealing. And now there are 2 down in the inning. Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. And that's been something, Kaya, that if you've watched enough of our live streams, you might have picked up on. Unforced errors have hurt this ball club this year.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there was a little bit of confusion there on that walk, and I'm not sure she was supposed to be attempting to take third.
That is a big out for Western Oregon. Still a 0-0 game. You get 1-1 as that one's over for a called strike. Teresa Moyle hitting .427 on the year. And still only third in the GNAC. I don't want to call it a hitter's league, but it might be a hitter's league. Snap throw to first! Just in time, getting dirty is Carpenter. That was close.
That was close. That was a nice throw.
It was a fantastic throw by Isabel Lewis behind the plate. Two one, runner going, the throw to nobody in particular as nobody was covering. Won't matter as it's scooped up in center. It's a stolen base for Carpenter.
Got back into scoring position. It's a really nice job by Carpenter. Looks like she almost read that changeup out of the hand by the pitcher.
3-1 the count on Moyle. This will be pitch 49 for Tidwell. That's ball 4. Now batting the catcher number 4, Maya Seaton. Done that a few times when I played.
You just want to stay on in there and hit.
I just forget
you
the
can
count.
Tell.
You know, I worked in the minor leagues for 2 years. We're going to have a meeting in the circle here, but I worked in the minor leagues for a few years as a bat boy. And I actually met Jed Hoyer, and I forget the other guy's name now, but they served as GM, the co-GMs for the Boston Red Sox when Theo Epstein took his leave, and got into a conversation about Manny Ramirez, who would never notice that it was ball 4. And
So locked in.
And somebody finally asked him, Manny, the umpire has to tell you to go to first. You know, what's going on down there? And he just said, I don't pay attention to the balls. And you're like, okay, well, how do you keep the count? He goes, I don't know. Just don't get 3 strikes.
Interesting, yeah. Must be so locked in to every single pitch one at a time that he's not even paying attention to what the numbers are in the count.
2 down and a pair on for Maya Seaton, hitting an even 400 on the season. On the ground, up the middle. Diving is Bowers, and she kicks it into right center. Carpenter is going to score, and I think it'll be score anyway. Moyle, however, will advance the extra base over to third. And the Wildcats have a 1-0 lead. Now batting the first baseman, number 15, Lacey Bannon. A good piece of hitting there by Seaton.
Yeah, Seaton did exactly what she needed to do. Hitting the ball up the middle, runner on second, getting her to score. Scoring first in this ball game.
And on the ground.
On the ground.
I'm sure that makes Coach Mitchell very happy.
Yeah, I can see her smiling from here through that mask.
First pitch from Tidwell. Called a strike. Bannon at 367. Oh, that one's off the numbers. That one hurts.
Luckily, it looked like it was a changeup. Doesn't take away from where that was pitched at her.
Now batting the designated player, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. I was more than happy to wear pitches when I played.
Oh, me too.
Except while you play.
Free bases, yeah. I know, I still play.
In the air to right center field, drifting over, and the catch will be made by Drury for the inning's 3rd out. The Wildcats will leave the bases loaded, but they get 1 run on 2 hits. It's 1-0 Wildcats as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the third inning, McLaughlin leading things off. It's a 1-0 ball game. The Wildcats pushing across 1 run in the top half of the third. Womack back out for Central. First pitch swinging, a dribbler down the first base line, Bannon into the line, and will make the tag. Now batting the right fielder, number 2, Leah Turner. I preferred to go to the bag on that one. I didn't.
Yeah, it looked like she had enough time to get back to the base, but she did a really nice job of holding her ground in the line.
It seems to be a much more common occurrence in softball than in baseball. I don't know, because guys are just more reckless. we like to hit things.
Yeah.
1-0 the count on Turner. Single and stranded over at third in her first at-bat. Down the line and fair. Only going to be a single, though, as Cruz got there quickly and cut it off. Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Logan Carlos. That ball was a laser off the bat.
That ball was roped right between the wickets of the third baseman, but that's a tough ball to make a play on.
It's a single in the box score.
Yep, absolutely.
I've gotten a lot softer on the corner infielders in softball.
Yeah.
And now the opposite, a dying quail. Carpenter will track it down. It looks like it got the lip out there and stuck close by. Back-to-back singles for the Wolves, and they have 2 aboard with 1 down. Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Zoe Recolon. Left-handed Recolon hitting .317. She struck out swinging in her first at-bat. See what kind of adjustments she makes here in at-bat number 2. Seaton with a pump fake. Find the catchers to be much more involved with the runners in softball than in baseball.
Yeah, with the field being a lot smaller, the base is a lot shorter. Base running is definitely crucial, and the catcher can affect that.
Well, it's like we saw in the last half inning.
Yep.
With Cruz getting caught out.
Mm-hmm.
Off the fist to second. Carpenter
Yes!
back to Brown for 2.
It's a lot of double plays by the Wildcats.
It's the third one. And that will end the bottom of the third. So we'll head to the top of the fourth when we come back. And now Sydney Brown will stand in. Miss Gibson had to take off. Brown squares around, gets it down, but will be retired by Tidwell. Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Grace Dwyer. Don't mind me, just moving some wires around. Dwyer standing in with 1 out, 258. It was nice having Kaya up here. I didn't have to talk to myself for the first 3-4 innings of this game, and it's always nice to get a different perspective. We wish the Huskies the best of luck in their final 2 regular season weekends, and of course as they look to head in to the NCAA postseason. 2 balls, no strikes to Dwyer. That one finds the inside corner, 2-1. On the ground at third. That retires Dwyer in short order. 2 away for Allie Cruz. Now batting the left fielder, number 18, Allie Cruz. First pitch a called strike, 0-1. Cruz, 1 for 1 on the day. Singled, and she was left out there, unfortunately, for Central. One and one. That one coming in well upstairs. One and two with the letters. That's a tough pitch to hit. Getting the bat around to that, not an easy feat. And that will do it. The Wildcats go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. I'll be back with the bottom of the fourth after this. Bottom of the fourth inning. Bishop leading things off, 353 for her. Chop foul. Inside, off the corner, it's 1-1. Bishop hitting .353. Has been a dominant force at the plate for Western Oregon this season. Three and one. Five-pitch walk. Bishop aboard to start the inning. And it looks like we might have a lineup change here for Western Oregon. It'll be a runner at first. Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Bailey Gahile. Looks like Franklin will run. Now running at first base, number 8, Sophie Franklin. So the Wolves going to play for the runs. They do trail by one. Like to get that run back sooner rather than later. Squares around, pulls back, it's called a ball. The 1-0. Squares around, bunts, and it's foul. Good job by Seaton not to get her hands to that one until it rolled foul. That's always a tough play, too, because you want to pick it up. Bunt is fouled away. Here's the 1-2. Not bunting. It's 2-2. At that point in the game where maybe you do try to lay one down with 2 strikes. In the air to right center and down. Running first, heading for third, running second and heading for third is Franklin. She's in. And it is runners on the corners now after the single. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Sydney Bowers. Wolves threatening. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody out. The Wildcats have already rolled 3 double plays, 2 of them on the ground. 1 on a line drive to second. Up the middle. Carpenter's got 2. The run does score, however. Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Allison Drury. And here's Drury. First pitch misses 1-0. Two and 0. Strasser throwing in the Wildcats bullpen. Three and 0. The 3-0. All 4. A 2-out walk worked by Drury. Now batting the catcher, number 28, Isabel Lewis. Check down at the runner at first. She was back in time anyway. Count is 0-1. That's called a strike. One and one now. That one narrowly missed. Here's the 1-1. On a line into center, that'll fall in front of Thiessen. Drury will advance, and Lewis is aboard with a single. Looks like we'll have a change in the lineup for Western Oregon. A pinch hitter is going to come up. We will see a pinch hitter. Hire is going to hit in place of McLaughlin. Inside, 1-0. That was pitch number 50 for Womack. 27 strikes, just over the 50% mark. Bounces in, runners going, the throw to third, not in time. Mark it a wild pitch. And the count's 2-0. Wildcats need just one out to get out of the inning. Two and one. As Womack finds the strike zone there. One and two. Catches the outside corner. 2-2, excuse me. That was 3-1, excuse me, the walk to Hire. And the bases are loaded with two down, and the Wolves will bring McLaughlin back in. Running at second, number 4, Kylie Lynn. Re-entering and running at first, number 11, Kyra McLaughlin. McLaughlin now on at first. Lynn is on at second. Now batting the right fielder, number 2, Aaliyah Turner. And here's Turner. 364, a pair of singles in this one. And a third one would give the Wolves the lead. Misses outside, 1-0. 3-1 the count. Turner. On the ground right side, Bannon will take it herself for the inning's third out. And the Wildcats hold Western Oregon to just the 1 run on 2 hits. Western Oregon leaves 3 stranded. We'll go to the top of the 5th when we come back. Thiessen to get things started in the top half of the 5th inning. It's 1-1 after the Wolves pushed one across in the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch, the Wildcats leadoff hitter is the ball, and Central is at the top of their lineup. Two and 0. Lewis goes out to have a chat with Tidwell. Upstairs, 3-0. Ball 4 to Thiessen, leadoff hitter aboard for Central. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Here's Carpenter, 391. Down from just over 400 where she started this game. Squares around, bunts, but it's foul. Hops off the plate. Pitch number 70. Bunted back towards the circle. Tidwell Fields will throw over to first, and they will retire Carpenter. However, Thiessen does advance. Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyo. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 to Moyle. One and one. Two and one. Struck well into left center and down. Rounding third, heading for the plate is Thiessen. She will score. It's a stand-up double for Moyle. Wildcats have taken a 2-1 lead. Now batting the catcher, number 4, Maya Seaton. Looks like a change might occur here for the Wolves. And they will go to the bullpen, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Solis on in relief now, and she will get to face Seaton with a runner on second. Fouled back at the screen, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Fouled away again. 2-2. Seaton not wasting any time looking at what Solis is throwing. She's up there hacking. Two. In the air, softly down the third base line, and foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Seaton. 3-2. Count runs full to the Wildcats catcher. Nice pick out of the dirt, and that's ball 4. Now batting the first baseman, number 15, Lacey Bannon. Man, a couple times today I can hear my voice bounce off the rooftops of those buildings. Hope you weren't trying to take a nap at 4:55 p.m. Yo, to Bannon. 1-0. Those first pitch strikes, I say it quite often, very, very important. Skied. Shallow left center. And the catch will be made for out number 2. Now batting, the designated player, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. Benthagen, 327. 0 for 2 on the day so far, a line out and a fly out. First pitch called the strike, 0-1. So his lines and delivers. That is line down the third base line and foul. That one came off the bat hot down that third base line. Should Benthagen extend the inning, it's Zur on deck. Low 1-2. Sola is trying to get her to swing there at one below in the strike zone. The 1-2. 2-2. Benthagen battles back to even. There's a dark sky above us. In the air to right field, moving over and making the grab. For out number 2 is Turner, or excuse me, out number 3 is Turner. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. Wildcats lead it 2-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bottom of the fifth. Logan Carlos leading things off for the Wolves. On the ground towards short, Brown fires across for out number one. Now batting, first baseman number 14, Zoe Recolon. That one's chopped foul. 2 pitches, 2 swings here in the inning for Western Oregon. One and one, it bounces in. Seaton keeps it close by, but with nobody on, there's nobody to advance. On the ground, right side, Bannon fields and steps on the bag for at number 2. Now batting, the designated player, number 27, Chandler Bishop. And Bishop, who reached in her last plate appearance via the walk. 1 run on 6 hits for Western Oregon, 2 runs on 3 hits for Central. Timely hitting for the Wildcats have put them ahead in this one. That one misses. Two and one. Three and one. Popped up. Carpenter camping under it, and she's got it for out number 3. The Wolves go down in order, top of the 6th, heading your way after this. Top of the sixth. Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 5, Sasha Mitchell. And it'll be Mitchell to lead things off, the freshman. She's hitting .368. And she has some of the quickest hands I have ever seen in the batter's box. Two and 0. Two and 1. Get me over there from Solas. Finds the strike zone. Three and 1. Good hitters count here for Mitchell. Ball 4, a leadoff walk for the Wildcats. That'll bring up Dwyer. Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Grace Dwyer. Squares around and fouls it off. That one gets the fingertips of the catcher, I believe. Home plate umpire will brush the plate off to give Lewis a chance to recover. Squares around, gets the bunt down. Only play is at first, and it's going to get away. Now the throw to third. Runners on the corners for Central. And a rundown. Dwyer is going to be out at first. We just had a long discussion. I have no idea what about. I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea what that conversation was about. Anyway, Allie Cruz is up with a runner on third and one out. This is hit right back up the middle and through the middle. A single for Cruz. And it's 3-1 Wildcats. Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. First pitch to Thiessen, a ball 1-0. 2-0, it's outside. Yeah, I don't know what that discussion was about. Allison Mitchell talking to the third base umpire, and then all the umpires got together. 3-0. Get me over pitches there, 3-1. Hitters count here to Allie Thiessen. They are shading her toward left, tries to get the bunt down and fouls it away. Full count here on Thiessen. Cruz at first. Off the fist to short. Bowers on the run. The throw. Got her by a half step for out number 2. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Carpenter, 391. Chop foul to open the AB. Here's the 0-1 to Carpenter. It misses 1-1. Catches the outside corner. 1-2 now. Western Oregon trying to get out of the inning without any more damage. Trying to get her to chase off the black. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second, 2s across the scoreboard. To first, that one's off the heel of the glove. Still has time to take it herself, however. And that'll end the inning. The Wildcats Score 1 run on 1 hit, helped along by a 1 error. They leave 1 stranded. Bottom of the 6th coming up after this. Bottom of the 6th inning. A 3-1 ball game. Western Oregon trails by 2. It's 4, 5, and 6 for the Wolves in this inning. Womack opens up with a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1, make it 0-2. The 0-2 now from Womack. Tried to get her to chase, but no dice. Got her looking on the inside corner. 1 away and a good pitch from Womack. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Sydney Bowers. First pitch to Bowers. Misses outside, it's 1-0. Two and 0. You don't want to leave 2 runs for the final inning. If you're Western Oregon, be nice to get one back here. Two-0 is 2-1 as that finds the strike zone. Three and 1. Womack about to hit 75 pitches on the afternoon. 39 strikes as of right now. To second, Carpenter over to first. 2 away. Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Allison Drury. So here's Drury, 277 on the year for her. One and 0. One and 1. Womack finds the outside corner. Up and in. Drury thought about it but held back. 2 and 1. That would have been a very tough pitch to hit. Two balls, 2 strikes now as it's fouled away. The 2-2. Got her swinging. And that is out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 7th when we return here in Ellensburg. Here's Teresa Moyle to lead things off in the top half of the 7th inning. Central leading 3-1. And time's called. Looks like there might be a ball on the field. That means baseball's taking BP. Either that or it escaped from the bullpen. Depends on the color of the ball. Couldn't see it from my vantage point. It's 1-0 to open the top half of the 7th. Wildcats and Wolves will be back for 2 more tomorrow. First pitch, same time, 1 p.m. On the ground towards short, Bowers to her left. Smooth throw over to first, and that will retire Teresa Moyle. Now batting The catcher number 4, Maya Seaton. First pitch to Seaton, skips in a ball, 1-0. Soul is up to 36 pitches, 18 strikes. 50% strike ratio for her. One and one. Something off speed there. Finds the strike zone. Will it stay in play? It will, and a nice play behind the plate. Isabel Lewis tracking that one down. Now batting, the first baseman, number 15, Lacey Bannon. That's a tough play, popping out of the squat, going right to the backstop. But she makes the play for out number 2. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fouled away, 0-2. Soul is one pitch away from setting this side down in short order. Give the Wolves one more chance here. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 on Bannon. Fouled off the last 2 pitches. Oh, she's right on Solis. Popped up high on the right side of the infield. Little bit of confusion over who's going to come down with that one. But it is Recolon who makes the grab. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Final chance for Western Oregon when we return. Here's Lewis. Lead things off in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Womack back out trying to finish this one out. She's looked good. 1 run on 6 hits. Up and in, 1-0. 2-0. Hitters count to open the bottom half of the seventh. Wildcats with some action. Strasser staying loose out there in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. Big swing on the 2-0. Here's the 2-1. 2-2. Catches the corner. Pitch number 85 from Womack. In the air to left, Cruz drifting to her left. She'll make the grab for out number 1. Now batting, the left fielder, number 11, Kira McLaughlin. One and 0. Wildcats looking for the split on the day. Into right. That one's going to fall in front of Moyle. She thought about taking a chance at first, but McLaughlin with wheels enough to reach without a throw. Now batting the right fielder, number 2, Aaliyah Turner. That'll go back to the top of the order for Turner. 356. She's 2 for 3 in this game, as is Logan Carlos behind her. On the ground, Dwyer, 2nd for 1, not going to have time. And the throw gets away from Bannon, but no damage done. And they're going to tag her, and she's out. She stepped off the bag. Trickery from the Wildcats. And the umpires are going to have a chit-chat and get together just to make sure. I don't think anybody, it's only one umpire can make that call, and he made it. If time wasn't called, that runner is out. And they're going to reverse it. They're going to overturn it. And Allison Mitchell's going to go out now. And I think the first base umpire is explaining that he was wrong. I mean, this should be a real short conversation. Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Logan Carlos. So they're going to rule that she did not make a move towards second base. Poor Tim Taylor over at first. Oh, I've been there, buddy. Here's the 0 to Carlos on the ground and foul. In order for that runner to be out, according to the letter of the law, she has to make a break towards second. And it is not because she is in fair territory, she can be called out. You are still safe as a runner if you run through the bag at first, but don't make an actual turn to second, and she did not. 0-2 the count. Womack 1 pitch away from finishing this one off. On the ground, Weekly left side. Dwyer to first. That's your ball game. Big emphatic out call over there at first. That's your ball game. 3-1, the Wildcats take game 2 as they split with Western Oregon here on day 1. We'll be back tomorrow with games 3 and 4. Starting at 1, big thanks to Kaya Gibson for joining us for the first 3 innings. Have a good evening.